Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lucas Dantas again. I'm the founder of Wrexham, Brazil, and I'm here for my post-match reaction of Wrexham 3, CREWE Alexandra also 3. Oh boy, what a game. I don't even know where to start, because first of all, Paul Mullen, what a player, man. What a fucking player. And it's just, I feel like I'm being repetitive, but what an impact this guy can make in a game. Because if it wasn't for him, our first half would be terrible. It was bad. It could have been worse, but that guy, he was the one that made us alive on this game. Because first minute of the second half, he scored the second tie, the 2-2. But when we were not doing anything at all during the game, we were not creating, everything we're doing was wrong. We're trying to just do long balls for players to, for Mullen and Palmer to fight against defenders. That's not gonna work. That's not a sustainable way of playing. And Mullen, he just gets rabbits out of the hat, man. That's what he does. That goal was just unbelievable. That at that moment, the way the game, where the direction the game was going, that goal was just a lifesaver. And let's talk about then players who didn't do well. And I need to talk about James McLean. We need to talk about James McLean, guys. Man, I had really high hopes for this guy, and he did well in a few games. I'm not saying he's total shit, but defensively, it's just a zero, man. It's just zero things happening when it comes to defending with him. And I don't know if Mendy is who we should put in the left side, but the way things are going with this formation that Phil Parkinson have right now, that he always have, but McLean cannot be there. Can't be the guy on the left side. He can't be, because defensively we're just too passive. And today, for some reason, how can we play better with 10 players than when we had 11? This 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, this formation changes when the team has the ball. So I know some people say 3-5-2, some other might say 5-3-2, but I see more as a 3-5-2 when we have the ball, and more as a 5-3-2 when we don't have the ball. But that's not happening very much, because every time that we attacked in pace, we're just terrible. And today, that wasn't the problem. Today was just defensive errors, like in the first goal with Boyle not committing enough. Because on that ball, you need to be on the guy. You need to make it harder for him to have the ball in. You need to be pushing him a little bit. You need to do some sort of contact. The guy cannot go to the ball 100%, and that was the problem. Second goal was just terrible by James McLean. That tackle is just like the guy running backwards to the goal. Why would you do a tackle there? Why? And then third goal was just a total mess by Ben Tozer. You see on the replay, he never looks back. He never looks back. There's a player coming right behind him. That's the player that's gonna receive the ball. At no moment at all he looks back. In no moment at all he does that. And also James McLean, because when he runs, he already runs late, because the guy that he should be following is already in front of him. And then when he tries to run to mark the guy, which he's already wrong, he's in front of Arthur. He's in front of Okonkwo, and then he needs to commit to the decision before he needed to do, because he doesn't have the vision. James McLean's right in front of him. So when he needs to jump and close that gap, that was where the ball got in for that guy to just step in. Arthur Okonkwo could have done better if he had the vision, but he couldn't see anything, because James McLean was wrong on that play too. And oh boy, what else? I have a lot in mind. I'm having a beer, bootlegger, and there's even a phrase here: if you can't be good, then don't be bad. And that's the phrase for James McLean today. If like Elliot Lee, for example, he wasn't good, but he wasn't bad. And James McLean, he wasn't good and he was bad. Anyway, that's just me ranting about him. Next game against Mansfield Town. In my last video, I said that we probably will see changes. And Okonkwo was in this game. Absolute, what a performance by him. There was, I think on the second half, that he had a save, and he uses the right hand. Man, what a save. And I think for the next 5 minutes, there was other opportunities that he was just superb on goal and in goal. So I think for the next game, I think we will see changes again. Well, but in this, I think more for the physical aspect. Very short time between games. I don't think we'll see James McLean. I don't think we'll see Palmer. I believe that we'll see Fletcher starting the first game of the season. He might do that. But I'm not surprised if it's Sandalby. Even though I don't think he deserves a chance right now. At this point, Fletcher, man, especially after the goal today. The third goal. Whew! I didn't even talk about the third goal. It's too many things going on right now in my mind. Because I was feeling happy at the end of the game. But if I think back, it's the same feeling when it was the game against Swindon Town that we were losing by 4-1 and we still could tie 5-5. It's just a result that might hide the biggest problems that we have. And we're passive when we have the attitude, when we are on the ball all the time, we're on the move, we know that we can cause damage. And that's when we can't put the other teams on the ropes. You know, but that just doesn't happen until we're losing the game or until the game is completely like out of reach. So, and that's what needs to change. We need to come with a different attitude. But anyway, like I was saying, for this next game again against Mansfield Town, again a game that is away from here, away from Wrexham, I believe that all of the changes I've listed, right? I think I want to see Fletcher, but it might be Sandalby, and we might see Mendy instead of McLean. And I think Andy Cannon might be coming back as well. It was good to see him on the bench, and it was also good to see him getting a few minutes to play. But for the next game, I think, man, before this sequence, I told myself that if we got out of before Stockport County, so it was a loss, 5-0, we're tying 3-3. We have 2 away games now, 2 away games in a row, Mansfield and Crawley Town. Very hard games, both of these games, very hard. But I told myself that if we got out of this sequence with 8 points, I'll be very happy. Now the maximum that we can do is 7 points. And at this point, I'm okay getting out of this sequence with 3 points. So if we get 2 ties in the next 2 games, I won't be miserable. But we need to change. We need to do better. And I think I think that will happen, but it will take some time, and it will probably be on the second semester of this season. It's the second half.